The COVID pandemic is often told with numbers and graphs. Number of cases, number of deaths, mortality rate. Tonight, we want you to hear from a person, a couple who had to go through the fight that is COVID-19, a fight that a Northland lawyer almost didn't survive. Here's KCTV5's Betsy Webster.
When husband and wife John Williams and Vicki Young were in Sun Valley, Idaho in early March, the awareness level wasn't what it is now. They were there for this, the annual Black Summit of the National Brotherhood of Skiers, a group working to get more people of color into that sport.
Purpose is to raise funds to give scholarships to minority youth in hopes of allowing one to be placed on the U.S. Olympic team.
Soon after they got back to KC, they had fevers, chills, trouble breathing. Both tested positive for COVID. John was admitted to North Kansas City Hospital.
I didn't feel too bad. I thought I would be there for the weekend.
Instead, he was here for 48 days. The downturn came quickly. He was intubated twice. He doesn't remember much because he was heavily sedated. But his wife, Vicki, who was at home, remembers every single bit of it, even as she was hit so hard that she was unable to walk or speak very well for at least a week.
Genuinely scared, simply because the next call I got was, do you want us to resuscitate because your husband probably won't make it through the night.
She and her family FaceTimed with him several times. John remembers only one of them, realizing afterwards they were probably calling to say goodbye.
That was probably the worst feeling of this entire ordeal.
He left the hospital on May 6th, brought to tears by the surprise farewell from the North Kansas City Hospital staff and the welcome outside from his kids, grandkids, and more.
Thank you so very much for bringing my husband home.
But more than 2 months later, he still struggles to speak. That's the gasp you hear between words in his interview.
I have tracheostenosis. The tube down my throat while I was intubated damaged my windpipe.
He's due back here next month for a surgery for that. Meanwhile, he's still hearing from others who were at the conference. 700 attended. More than 100 got sick. At least 4 died. He's humbled, grateful, and hopeful that his experience will open some eyes.
I wish people would take it more seriously and pay attention to what is good for society rather than for their own means and welfare.
Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.